Coming up next on the DPMO show.
You been on this earth for 30 years and ain't no nigga believing you yet.
Like, you said that to me before.
I believe me. You have to tell you.
So believing in me is impregnating me before I'm married?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
I give you the utmost honor.
You're gonna make me a wife before you make me a mother.
It don't. The title don't matter.
This is Steve Harvey, and you're now watching the Don't Piss Me Off morning show.
Quite frankly, this is the best morning show I have ever heard. Let's make YouTube great again.
Hey, so let's go ahead and get into today's icebreaker. It comes from a scenario. Let me pop jazz in right here. Not right there. Pop jazz in right here. And so y'all pray while I read. As a mother, as a mother, I do not believe that children are a blessing. I believe that they are a responsibility. I believe we have great times with our children, but I don't see the blessing part. I think that it's an indoctrination, and I don't care. Me stressing about someone else's safety until the day I die, especially in today's world, does not feel like a blessing. Maybe being solely responsible for another human being is stressful. It's not a blessing. I don't care. I think y'all be so judgmental when women, or men in this case, express their feelings about parenting, and I feel like society gaslight us in extreme ways. I have been blessed. I ain't been blessed yet. I've been through hell trying to provide and protect mine. I handle my business though. Loving your kids doesn't make them a blessing. All the mothers love their kids. Being a parent is a tough responsibility. And this is a post from a logical standpoint, so stay out of your feelings. The dictionary defines a blessing as something that brings well-being or a beneficial thing. Woo!
Damn.
Man.
What you think about that?
See that I got to ask the question. Our children's a blessing or a lesson, like. And if we got to go to me, I'm gonna go on down and tell you, bro, that children's are not a blessing.
Children's
are not a blessing. Like they're like they give you. Don't get me wrong, they give you moments. You know what I'm saying? Where like, damn, I'm happy to be your daddy. But the rest of the shit is torment. It's me worried about your well being, like she was saying. Me trying to provide something for you. Me trying to make sure you be a decent human, an individual. Me trying to make sure you can understand and not lead with your ego, man. And it's such not a blessing. It's such hard work. It's such like when you think about your kids, man, it just feel like it's like that's because if you're doing it right, it's work. It's work, G. Yeah, so it's like the job you go to every day. You know, you might love your job, but it's still work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So kids most definitely are not a blessing. Now, the coochie they came out of, that was a blessing. I could consider that some blessing. But the kids, no. What about you, Black?
It's a percentage that I want to agree with you because, you know, I mean, kids ain't a blessing. But personally, I'm gonna say it is because for me personally, I would say if my daughter wasn't here, I probably wouldn't even be on planet Earth. I probably wouldn't even be on planet Earth. So that L I took with my child's mother. Blessings are sometimes in disguise, and that was a blessing in disguise. And I learned a lot from being a parent. It taught me a lot. But for majority, I would say it's not a blessing because most of these people out here are fucking raw, unwilly nilly. not using protection, and I mean, some are just for the kid to even come out the coochie, they deleting them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but for me personally, I would say it's a blessing. I don't know why you wanted to start this icebreaker this way, but
This is an icebreaker. Shit.
Yeah.
How you feel?
Yeah, I mean, oh my bad. It's okay, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna ask you how you felt about it.
No, I think what he was saying, that sounds like a child is a blessing. It's a blessing you had a kid because you found purpose. You just said, like, if it wasn't for your daughter, you probably wouldn't be here. I don't know what that means, but it just sounds like having your child gave you a sense of like purpose and
Yep.
understanding and a reason to live. I think that's a blessing in itself. I don't have children yet, but I do admire people who are able to conceive and bring life into this world. I do think that part is a blessing, but I do think there is truth to what the young lady said in the post. It is a responsibility. And if you are doing things that can create this huge responsibility, then you have to be ready to bear whatever that comes with that. And I understand we can complain and, we can bear our grievances, but you did make a choice, before you laid on down. So, but I do think children are a blessing, but I love kids.
I don't like it's so far from what a blessing
I love
is.
babies. I'll say babies.
No, it's so far from what a blessing is. Like, just be honest. A blessing is something that brings you immense joy at all times. Okay, if you are doing parenting right,
I don't know.
Okay, if I bless you with $1 million, when could that ever start to make you mad, Jazz?
You don't think more money come with more problems?
But you gonna be happy for the blessing every time.
We're blessed that we have this money, but just because we have it doesn't mean it's going to eliminate every problem that we face. We just are going to have the means to maybe take care of it easier or faster. But just because we acquire more wealth doesn't mean all of a sudden we're blissfully happy every day.
No, it's just like, bro, I'm not going to.
Still a blessing, though.
It's not. It's like having my kids around, it becomes a blessing because I know they are alive, okay? Like, they could be dead, so them just being here is a blessing. But in totality, having a kid isn't a blessing. It takes money away from you. It takes time away from you. It takes you away from you. Those are things that we all wish that we could get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest. Like, I know y'all have to be like, oh, all my kids are a fucking blessing. No, they not. Okay, you got 5 kids and your car only seat 3. Now you got to have a $700 car note to afford an SUV. That's not a blessing.
Shit.
That's not a blessing. So
that sounds like an unfortunate circumstance.
That's a lot of people. That's what kids do to you. They make nothing but unfortunate circumstances for you.
I ain't gonna say all that now. Like I ain't gonna say all that now. Like that's a very vague. That's a very vague question. Like, I would agree with you. Majority of people, I don't think kids are blessings, but it just depends on the person. Like me, like I know my child's a blessing. I know, but I can't speak for the next man. Right. But if we talking in generalities, hey, they ain't no. I mean, kids. Like, I think we Thanos was right. We're overpopulated.
So I'm with Zoma. I love my kids, but they ain't no blessings. Keep in mind, I got my little boy downstairs right now. This nigga has wrote on the wall at every fucking house. Ain't nothing about that a fucking blessing. When it comes time to paint these walls, I'm gonna have to drop $2,500 to $3,000 to get them all painted again. What about that is a blessing? That's not. Now, him having breath in his body to be able to do that, that's a blessing. But him just being my child and writing on the wall is not.
I mean, doing what kids do at the end of the day, if you don't want your kid doing that, that's why I can't put the blame just because you feel like your life sucks now because you decided to have a kid. I'm not going to put the blame on the kid. The kid is innocent. The kid didn't ask to be here.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't sit here and be like, this is what a kid does to you. It's like, no, you decided to put yourself in that position when you lay down, had the child and brought the child into the world. How you should have set your life up to avoid all of these issues or how whatever it was up to you. But we can't blame the kids for that.
Yeah, we can.
I don't think
it's
still a blessing. It's still a blessing.
It's not a blessing. It's not a blessing.
Just because they misbehave, like writing on the wall, doesn't mean that they're not a blessing.
That's exactly what it means.
That means that they need some discipline. That means that they need to understand that writing on the wall is okay.
Bad.
That's a parenting.
I get that. And that's an example, but it don't matter what the example is. It's still not a blessing. You wouldn't put chalk on a fucking crayons on the wall in the blessing category. Nobody will. And I'm not saying that.
But you can pick another paint color for that wall that you always wanted.
And it's still gonna cost me $3,000 of anti-blessings, okay?
Well, first of all, why is it gonna cost you $3,000 to paint a fucking wall?
Because I don't paint. So in order to get this shit done right.
Oh, you better go to YouTube University.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But no, I'm saying
you can find a way to get your walls painted, but to say that I have to get my walls repainted because my child is not being a blessing to me. No, that doesn't.
No, I get it. It still doesn't qualify them as a blessing. A blessing is usually somebody
have a blessing that has behavior issues, is what that is. Your blessing has behavior issues. That's not, if you're able to raise a child up, let the child make the mistake. Let them know that writing on the wall is unacceptable.
So if your blessing is tormenting you, then somehow it's still a blessing because it's a child.
Tormenting, writing on the wall is tormenting.
No, I'm just saying in general, this is what kids do. Kids are put on this planet to torment you. You wait till you get your first set. Wait, I'm so serious.
Don't say that.
Like, cuz it be like, every Saturday morning, my 4-year-old girl hop out the bed at 6:54, come and shake her mama. Mom, I want some cereal at 6:54 a.m. If that ain't torment, I don't know what the fuck it is.
They're kids. I mean, I have 2 nephews. They are rambunctious, crazy as hell, get into everything, running around, jumping on the couch, throwing stuff. I mean, not doing anything outside of what little kids do. They're kids. They're overstimulated. They're just having a ball. I still can't say that it is torment. Yeah, they get out of hand sometimes, but tormenting, like as adults, we should be able to regulate our emotions a little better and handle children.
No, they get handled. Everything get handled. Like, and I'm not an overreactor and no shit like that. I get it. But to just say, the best part of waking up is, my kids, like, I'd be more happy that my football team playing today. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
Well, maybe it's about perspective. Maybe it's about perspective. You don't want to be woken up that early by your kids, but at least your kids woke up.
Yeah, no facts.
Woke up for another day.
Those the blessings.
At least they was able to wake you up for another day.
Yeah, you start counting the small stuff. Like, I remember being at the doctor appointment and the kid, like the doctor was testing like the children for like Down syndrome and shit. And like that was my first parenting scare. Cause you don't know how this can really when they doing the test, like, okay, and the results came back negative for Down syndrome. Because it could have been a whole nother way. Like, what's next after your baby get Down syndrome and you find out about it in the womb? Like, do we terminate it? Do I go through this for the rest of my life? It gets so complicated. So those are blessings. Those are blessings.
You would consider terminating the baby if you found out it had Down syndrome? Why? Okay, that is fucked up.
Listen, I'm not that parent.
Have you ever been around kids that have Down syndrome? Do you know that they are actually very smart, very funny? They just have a condition where they look different. And they look different. And they have Down syndrome. And they look different. 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 And they look diff but they're not a hindrance. Now there are some that may have more severe symptoms of Down syndrome than others, but kids with Down syndrome are just as able as quote unquote regular kids. If you're around them, you'll know, and they're actually very hilarious.
Don't
Very
believe the
hilarious.
propaganda.
Yeah, like they just don't look like what people deem as what.
No, I'm talking about you, Jad.
Hello.
Pardon me?
We got a
Said,
call.
don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Hello?
You don't believe what?
Hello?
Bro, you know I ain't trying to call if you on air, bro.
I'm on air then, bro.
That's big. I'll call you back. Your teacher on the line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a phone call I need to have. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call you back after the show, bro.
All right.
But yeah, children are definitely a blessing, said the Gibson family.
Yeah.
And we already read drip stuff. But yeah, it's I like kids, and then I'm gonna forever step up to their responsibility of having my kids, and make sure they're straight. But they definitely not blessings. All right.
I don't know. I don't have kids yet. I understand that it can't.
That's a blessing.
No, that's a red flag.
Oh shit!
See,
that's a red flag.
What you trying to say?
Hey,
what you trying to say?
Because a woman is only looked at for her utility for men. But
I mean,
that's not okay. Y'all should fix that, because that is anyway. That's a whole nother conversation.
No, I'm just saying it just alone, like, you been on this earth for 30 years and ain't no nigga believing you yet. Like,
you said that to me before.
I believe it. You ought to tell you.
So believing in me is impregnating me before I'm married.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
I give you the utmost honor.
You're gonna make me a wife before you make me a mother.
It don't. The title don't matter. It's like,
hey.
Yes, it does.
I support jazz.
It does to me. It matters to me.
I wish more women thought like you.
I'm happy that she, that she trying to do it the right way.
But I'm also not here to criticize women who life happened differently. I know plenty of women that had their children out of wedlock, end up marrying later, whether it was their child's father or not, whatever. But for me, it just, I can't. That ain't. Yeah. So
that's called delusion.
To make me your wife. Before you can.
I don't know about that. Mama. Believing you a half of the shit? I don't know about that, man. I give you the baby. But half of my shit? Nah.
That logic doesn't make sense to me.
I'm just bullshit.
Be attached to me forever by way of a child. Okay. You're not afraid to be attached with me forever in that way, but you hesitating to make me your wife for the potential of a divorce, of me taking everything from you.
And that's why I would never marry. I ain't even take half of my shit.
So even though I'm broke. Divorce.
I mean, you would be too if it came away what the majority of your assets that you work for.
That's not actually happening on a real life average basis. Women are not marrying average men just for the sake of potentially divorcing them down the line to take half their assets. That's not actually happening. What's happening is that, not on a mass scale, let's be honest. Mm-hmm. What's happening is y'all are seeing these high status, celebrities going through these things and see yourself in them, empathizing with them. And those men are making you afraid because they have all these assets. They have all this money to lose or whatever. And their wives, and sometimes their wives that help them earn their wealth, are walking away with alimony. But if you got married tomorrow black and got divorced in 6 months, what they taking from you? They're gonna be able to take everything and ruin your life like that? I don't know. But I'm not saying you don't have anything to lose, but I'm just saying, like, I think women are preying on men like that.
I think because we focus on the money and losing half of our shit so much that we don't even communicate how just the divorce will tear us apart.
But I feel like that's the issue. Why are you going into a marriage thinking about divorce?
I mean,
that's a contradiction. Like, yeah, what we know divorce is a possibility, but I'm going into the marriage trying to figure out how to keep the marriage.
I mean,
not
okay, so Jazz, so
Oh.
do you when you get in your car every day, do you think about having a wreck?
Of course not.
Okay, but don't you have insurance?
Absolutely. And if you want insurance for your marriage, get a damn prenup.
He ain't finna sign no prenup.
Who ain't?
Get this prenup out my face.
Yeah.
See, I don't know where men got that from. I guess movies or somebody showed y'all that women be crying over prenups. But if a woman is mature, she understands the logic of a prenup. I will sign a prenup because if I have things going into the marriage, you have things going into the marriage. Let's sign a document that says if something were to happen, we both walk away with what we both came with, whatever we. I'm
gonna tell you, see, Jazz.
I didn't say this to multiple women about a prenup. They like, what I got to sign that for?
Well, you talking to the wrong women then.
But see, how long?
That's why.
See, at that point, it don't become about maturity. It become about emotion, and it's the minute you ask that question. Like, it's like asking for a blood test while the baby is just coming out the womb. It's like asking for
it that way.
It definitely is. It's like, wait, you think this of me? It become an emotional thing. It become an ego-driven thing. When you ask women for these type of things, bro, you can't just do it. If it was that easy to do, more dudes would do it. That's a tough conversation.
It's a tough conversation, but I think it's how you frame it, because you can put in your prenup whatever makes sense to you. You can tailor it to make sense for both parties involved. So if you approach the situation and say, hey, baby, look, I want us to sign this document. Whatever you coming with, you keep if we divorce. Whatever I'm coming into this, I keep if we divorce. Whatever we make together, we'll split it evenly. That sounds fair. That sounds logical.
Sound good.
That doesn't sound like anything that anybody would like nobody will be hurt more than the other with that type of agreement. Now, if it's like, if regardless of what I make, you ain't getting nothing, sign this. Yeah, it may come off like that.
And it's that option being on the table too. So, okay, this one thing I learned about women in general, just women. If I tell my wife I got $300 million in my bank account, she'll start planning to spend $300 million. But if I tell her I have money, get whatever you want, then she won't come nowhere close to $300 million. The minute you got a prenup on the table, they always become an option in her head. Like, oh, okay, cool. You fuck up, I still got the prenup, I'm finna get your ass up out of here. So when you kind of put that option on the table, it kind of hurts you too. Because it's playing into, okay, she know what she finna get. You know what I'm saying? So No, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
No, the way I was framing the prenup is I'm not taking anything from you. You're not taking anything from me. If we divorce, we're keeping what we brought together. Mm-hmm. If we make anything together, we split it. So how does either party lose? How? If we both walking away with the same amount that we brought into the situation, if we created something together, if we created assets together and we split those assets, when we split up, who loses?
Fair point.